All right, guys, we're back with a very interesting session tonight. We find ourselves now in prison.
Hey, Wardry,
the insurgents.
How long you been here?
Just a couple of days.
Do you have any plan of getting out of here?
I have an idea, yes. This is my third time in this prison.
Ooh! Jackpot. So, Wardry, you said 3 times?
Yes, this is my third time being here.
How do we get out of here?
You just wait.
What do you mean we just wait?
Every time I've been out of here before, I just wait and I get out.
Do they let you go?
No, they've never let me go.
God,
You have to wait. You have to be patient and wait.
What are we waiting for?
I don't know. Usually somebody else figures that out.
I'm not built for patience. I felt very confident in your plan at first. Now I'm not confident at all.
Granny Matilda,
Yeah, what's up?
you cast a fireball
Yeah,
at a wall,
I did.
impregnated with a rebounding ward.
Correct.
The rebounding ward, in turn, launched back the fireball, directly returned to sender.
Yeah.
Oh.
Centered on your location. You were standing on a busy street corner in the dock ward of Phaphorus.
Correct.
There are guards, there are traders, normal people. There is an apple cart that now has no roof and only baked apples.
Yes.
Well, they're traders.
There is... It's just hellfire and brimstone all around you. There's people laying on the ground all around you. Granny Matilda's, kind of dragging herself up, looking around. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? You do see guards rushing in from different directions.
All right.
And you hear a noise behind you.
That's fine. I get it. These are the consequences of my actions. I understand.
Hand reaches down and grabs you by the back of the arm, kind of stands you up, and you hear, I'm taking you into custody. Let's go get my wand. Yeah, he just led Granny Matilda into prison. And is currently shackling her.
I've done terrible things. I've committed mass genocide. But through my endeavors, I think you guys are gonna get out.
Did you? How'd you get in here?
I walked in here.
So that's how you do it. Matilda, you shouldn't have committed genocide. You could have just walked in here.
Count, are you friends with these guys?
I designed the prison.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense now.
Good job. This is not looking hopeful.
Don't worry, I'll put in a good word for you that you die swiftly. You will not be tortured.
I mean, some of us deserve it.
I mean, we can give you more.
I just killed 34
You just
people.
can't-
I think give anything.
You
I
killed
deserve
34 people?
Why not just kill 34 people?
Who's counting when you're having fun?
The door opens. Someone shouts, and all the guards walk out of the room. It walks by Pyre, and then comes right back around and stands in front of Gideon. Has this, he pulls this ring out of his pocket. And he says, So, Janus, are you ready to let that alter ego go?
Gideon looks at him confused.
He reaches down and grabs an arm. Does Gideon resist?
Yes.
Alright. He slips the ring on your finger. And
You're married. I think.
you notice you see these runes kind of light up green.
Gideon got married.
And Gideon's eyes light up green.
Who's he trapped in there with?
And all the restraint and the essentially the good that was the alter ego Gideon kind of fades away and the true self comes back to the front.
Hide your fathers.
He does smile. You want to help me out of this? Where's the way out?
The door I walked in.
Oh, very good, very good. Let's go. And we start walking.
Hey, I'll join you guys.
He walks in front of the fire and says, "Aren't you Alistair?"
No, he died a long time ago. I'm higher.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is a day for people who died a long time ago. And he kind of pulls this illusion off his face, and you recognize him as one of the other Drake Wardens that fell the same day as Gideon.
Oh shit.
And he's
You're alive?
He says, "No thanks to you." And the illusion comes back up, and he walks away.
I'm sorry.
As we walk by, I walk over to Siler.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
And, I lean in and whisper in his ear, and just picture like Rise of Skywalker, the Ben Solo scene when he reaches over his back, and I pull out a sword, and I whisper, "Not gonna bring anybody back alive again, are you?" And stab him right through the back of his shell, up through his chest.
So Siler is unconscious, slumped in his chains.
Dear sweet baby Jesus.
Janice.
I've done what I've came to do. I'm gonna start walking out.
Alright.
I turned evil, killed the fucking turtle guy.
25, 30 feet puts you outside of this room. Well, does that happen to you quite often?
Yeah, basically.
You'd be a shoo-in for my crew. Happens all the time.
We can talk about that later. We gotta find a way to get out of here. We gotta get a key. We gotta get our stuff.
Oh, where's our stuff?
What's going on here? I don't know. I'm not in charge of all that.
You know where it is.
Is it on the premises?
No, I genuinely do not know.
Where do they normally keep prisoner stuff?
They bring them to me nearly naked. I'm very sorry.
Well, you know the way out of the prison, right?
Do you have a key? Do you have a key for these chains?
No, but I can probably find you one.
Go. Chop, chop. Chop, chop.
I suppose I can use like my connection
never
with
mind.
Thrax to kind of feel where he's at.
When you feel out for him, you get the sense that he's very far away. Not, pretty good piece away. Kind of north-ish, northwest-ish.
So like, not even in the prison.
Not in the prison. Not even in the city.
I don't think our stuff is in prison anymore. I can sense Thrax, and he's like really far north.
Well, he's coming back with the key. He said he was.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Absolutely. Let's just wait for Aratus. It'll be fine.
But do we trust him? Wait, what did you say?
You know him?
What?
Oh, okay.
He knows it.
What did you just say? Did you
Yes,
say
he's an old friend. Aratus is.
Eurytus.
That's not suspicious.
Well, I didn't know what kind of sort of people you were. I just figured maybe just keep it, low.
Okay, so he is the one that helps you get free?
Yes.
Okay, do you know where our stuff will be?
And with any luck, well, I know my stuff would likely be
Where?
on the coast with my crew.
One thinks of Janus now on the whole.
With any luck, Aratus had them take your stuff as well.
Janus on the whole part.
They never keep it here. They always keep it. There's a facility in the center of the city. They usually keep that stuff there.
Are you serious?
Yes. It was a real bother. First time I broke out, I lost everything. That's when I learned maybe to have people steal it for me before I break out. After you break out, they're really watching it. You hear the door in this other chamber open up, and you hear these hurried footsteps.
Oh, I close the door here and
Okay.
throw myself again.
You
against it.
hear these hurried footsteps, and you hear this banging, and he's like, "Quick, let me in!
Oh,
Quick, let me in!" And you open the door, and it's Aratus, and he says, "Here, It's bar the door. And he tosses the key in on the ground. And he says, bar the door. I'll try to hold them off.
I'll hold my immovable rod up to it and just let it go.
Nice.
And then he starts.
Redemption.
He checks the door, makes sure it's barred open, and he shouts. He's like, "Quick! They're escaping into the sewers! Quick!"
Shut up or I'll kill you!
He starts shrieking.
I don't know why I said it that way.
I'll add 35 to my roster of people I've killed.
Not to worry. We just keep going that way, I think. Now that it's all coming back.
You've been in the shit chute before?
Yes. This is my second time down here.
Wardrew's giving me a headache. I'm just gonna start walking ahead.
Okay. So, you guys hear this noise coming down either direction on this hallway here. What do you guys do?
Nope, that's not good. Run down the hallway.
For it. I'll firebolt down that way and we'll run.
You guys run down here and you hear this squeaking on coming down these wider hallways, and these
Oh no, are we
big rats.
Bigger shit monsters.
These big rats start pouring out. I don't have any rats.
Are they of unusual size?
They're of unusual size. Dust, you are at the next intersection. Passive perception is 15.
Yeah. Do I see any?
Looks clear.
Can I look around?
As far as your dark vision can see. Yeah, down like the tunnels, like 30 feet down each tunnel, as far as your dark vision can see. Looks clear. You guys find yourselves in another tunnel after passing through like a sluice gate sort of deal. It's not locked. You guys are at this next set of gates. Through it, you see a larger open chamber. Those of you with, especially with dark vision, you can see two large, like 10 by 10 holes into infinity, and there's water flowing into them. You hear some noise from down in this hole, but it sounds like it's a good piece off. You hear like clicking and tapping.
There's something.
And it sounds like something big.
Something.
Never mind.
There's
No,
something
you said
really
you wanted to
big
jump. Go ahead.
down there.
I am fine.
My armor class is 14.
So
right now.
you shove Warder into the hole and you hear him. He's like, and he misty steps back up there. Mark off the misty step. You hear this rustling noise, and out of this hole start pouring these large spiders. So this tunnel continues, and it starts to slope downward. At some point, the water level gets almost like chest high,
Plus we
and
don't
then
have
it
our-
rises, and then it just dumps down into water. But you can see light filtering down through this water.
I kiss my shit elemental goodbye and I thank him for all his hard work.
Okay.
Starts to bring up in the salt water.
Yeah.
You guys,
I'll never forget you.
He jumps in with you and then does the fucking Terminator thumbs up as he fucking just melts into the
perfect.
Everything more straightforward.
You can see the walls and whatnot of Fafris a little distance off this way. You're in a looks like a little protected, almost like lagoon, just north of the city.
Well, why don't we find a good place to bunker down and get a good rest? And
Absolutely.
some of you guys look pretty exhausted, especially after that stay in prison.
Yeah, I'll once we get to a good spot, Pyre, if you want to help me find a spot to cast my tiny hut, we can
Prison was
kind
rough
of
on
bed
throat.
down.
Yeah. I'll look around for a nice little hiding hole.
And what the fuck is up with Gideon? Why did he stab Heisler and run away?
I'm just saying, so far he's killed my dad, he's killed Heisler.
He attacked me when I first showed up.
I'm just saying.
You know what? I think at
We
this
might have
point,
to have a party vote.
That wasn't him. That was the ring that they put on.
Yeah.
You saw
You had a ring. On
Even
you.
Watery, like,
let's have a party vote for Gideon, whether he's allowed back. Dust says nay.
I'd give him the benefit of the doubt because
He
like,
stabbed
I
you in
would've-
the chest.
I know,
with
but I
a
would have
sword.
realized his eyes were green though. Like he wasn't in control. Like I understand that.
Yeah. We've all been mind controlled at one point.
But he did the creepy
Exactly.
whisper in your ear thing.
I kind of liked it. I kind of liked it. So
Look, man, all I'm gonna say is I just killed 34 people. Alright?
I think
Maybe
I
it
should
wasn't
be
my
out.
fault, sure. But I
It
think
definitely-
I have the most say when it comes to people that murder others. All I'm saying is, that was kind of personal. It could have been anyone else. It could have been me.
No.
It could have been him.
It was strategic. If he goes, we can't bring anyone back.
Right.
Before we go, since we're already voting, why don't we just? I vote that they win.
I vote.
Because I mean they're super powerful. We don't have any of our items now. Why don't we just go into hiding?
How can I contact
Hey, I take offense to that.
I'll contact him. Give me a moment.
Yeah. Do you need more crew members? Because I'm shit at this adventuring thing.
Does your crew wipe your ass for you? Because we are not doing that.
I mean, I'll do that.
It really feels like they do everything for you, though.
I mean, sometimes you just need someone else to help. Can't be afraid to ask for help.
two
Is
hands
this
is better
gonna
than
happen
one.
the way
What's the point of having a crew?
What's your crew like?
Well, there's some loose cannons for sure. So he's going to, he's sending
Okay.
to message one of his crewmen. Valen,
Oh, you're alive.
you can go ahead and bring in the ship. I'm sure you can spot me now. Hopefully you got my things. That was the end of that sending. So Valen could respond if he...
Yeah, we can smell you.
We can smell
We're
you.
on our way.
Did they get your equipment? Did they grab ours?
I'll ask him. Valen, another thing. Did Genos do his job and get my things?
Of course.
Doesn't cast it. I think he's got enough for. He's got a bunch. He can upcast as many times as he wants. Did he happen to grab anything extra?
Yeah, we got a lot of loot.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Good way to guarantee that.
I'll contact Sir Kalendor. I'll contact Gideon's ex. What? The last one.
Kamire.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no.
So I'll let them know Kalendor's a dick. He thinks he did us a favor by returning Green Matilda after she killed 34 people. Gideon's ex
Maybe
says
35.
that she'll let us know if she hears from him. And thanks for the heads up.
I'm gonna kill 35 people.
Mid-morning, around the 10 o'clock-ish time, you guys are kind of protected in here, but you hear this creaking, and this sounds like, it's just like you hear, and then you hear water trickling off of something. But this large ship just up out of the water.
I'll make my way back to the group. Just be like, Wardry, your ship travels under the water?
It doesn't really travel under the water, it just appears from under the water. It travels in many different ways.
That's so confusing.
You can say it's not of this world.
Somehow that makes more sense.
So you guys are all on the Obsidian Razor.
Did you get our stuff? Please tell me you got our stuff.
Genos comes forth, and he's got like this big chest, and opens it up. And when he opens it up, it looks impossibly big inside for what it looks like outside. And there's all kinds of stuff in there.
We pretty much just got everything that we found.
That's gonna start. I'm looking for my great sword.
Wardry, these are the guys that
I want my
in
staff.
jail with you?
Yes, they were of big interest to the
What
captain
What
thing.
was that elderly lady in jail for?
I think mass genocide.
I think.
But haven't we all committed mass genocide at one point or another? Anyway, that's not important. What is important is that we equip these folks and assist them in their escape to Places far flung and yonder. As you guys are pulling out all your stuff, like dragons and giant anacondas and stuff, crewmen start pouring out on deck.
Anacondas.
And they're like, they're all just kind of staring on in wonder, and you see a Johnny and Kinthrall and Jaren. He's obviously Geno's Inquisitor Valen walks up with his, he's kind of like, it looks like there's fire in his eyes almost. And of course,
Surrounded by undead.
Captain Wardry, yes. And a few other various crewmen. You see this halfling kind of walk up. Wardry kind of motions over to him. Come on, whoever you are, does anybody know this guy?
Phineas.
It's Phineas, yes, that's his name. Yes, come, meet our guests. So you see this little halfling, go ahead and describe him.
Lightfoot halfling. That is a rogue. Kind of more of a thief kind of character.
I need to go to the market to get my fucking scroll.
The place where you just committed mass murder.
What kind of scroll are you looking for?
Scroll of scrying.
Who are you trying to scry on?
Someone.
I can scry.
I'm looking for my daughter. And I'm going to begin to describe to you my daughter, who I haven't seen for a few years.
And he's gonna kind of like eyes closed, he's sitting there kind of speaking to you. There's a woman like the one you mentioned. She's riding on a horse. There's a couple guys nearby. They seem to be, what time of day is it? Sun's at the back. They're not on the road. I see the big volcano though. It's in front of them. Beach. Look like they're moving just to the, I guess it'd be the southern side of the big volcano. Maybe a day or two away from it. Maybe 3 days. That's kind of where the Dragon Pass is. She looks okay. She looks a lot older than what you described.
Yeah, she would be.
But, seems fine. I can see 2 people close to her.
Well, I'll explain briefly. I won't go into my backstory, but I'll explain as much as I can. So, my husband was a gambler of sorts. And he was really good for a while until he wasn't. And he couldn't pay the people back that he got into debt with. And so, instead of taking it out on him, they took her instead. A sort of like compensation of sorts.
You get you get a message.
I get a message, okay.
Lenderville. This is your stepdaddy.
What's happening?
Just letting you know,
Stepdaddy.
The way you said it, like,
the good people of Jabbar need help getting to their new houses. And you best come quick because the tensions are rising high at the water. How's my favorite stepson?
I'll respond and be like, I'm remarried?
Yes. She didn't tell you?
You're the reason why she got back into the court.
Indeed. I'm of quite noble bearing. You're welcome.
You have offspring with my mother? I have brothers and sisters that I don't know about?
Your mother doesn't talk to you a lot, does she?
We'll be in Jabbar soon.
What is happening?
I'll leave it at that. And I'll just feel I come to the rest of the group just like rubbing my temples, just like,
Luckily, I'm a high-level wizard, so I have lots
are you
of
still
things.
talking to me?
Is this new character day?
So, I can't send you images, but I can describe
Oh
our
my
wedding,
gosh.
honeymoon, and courtship.
Get out of my brain!
So,
This is from the one shot.
Wow.
it was a beautiful fall day. and I saw your mother.
You gotta
Right, dust. Punch me in the face.
The guy that one shot your.
The voice still comes through.
You take 5 points of damage. Should I beat you again?
Apparently,
I'm gonna hit him again.
we need to go back to Jabara. They need help transporting the villagers to their new homes.
I'm a very generous lover.
Oh my god! Apparently, my stepdad. I have a stepdad, and he loves to message me.
Well, the elven phallus is not as squat and rotund as a dwarf. It is.
I swear I can hear
No,
him
like a reindeer.
Do y'all want to chance it on being teleported to Jabara so we can help move the people?
Absolutely.
Apparently, the war is like really about to reach an arrowhead there.
He sends you a little bit off target.
Yeah. How much is a little bit?
About a half mile.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys are
Someone's house.
making your way back to Jabara. You come in along the north road, which is right over here. You don't see nearly as many people moving about as you did when you left. You don't see Bergeron hammering on his stuff. All the windows are boarded up on
They're getting ready to move out.
Miles's thing.
Watch your freaking sticky fingers.
Oh, let's go check on our
Don't be
carriage.
stealing from these people?
So this
Okay.
town, no, this town is good. They're good people.
You
This is home.
you go over to the stable. Your carriage is still there,
Oh,
Alright.
still covered up in like this oiled tarp.
go to Bergeron's.
Going over to Bergeron's.
Yes.
When you guys get close to Bergeron's, kind of up there by the little fence, the little walk-through gate, you start heading through. You hear him inside. You hear his voice, and then you hear his wife's voice back and forth, and they seem to be in some sort of disagreement.
I'll listen.
A domestic dispute.
Damn you! So you stand
Argue with
outside.
yourself, damn.
You stand outside and you hear him. He's like, "I told you, we need the hammers so we can, make weapons and things like that, tools and whatnot when we get to the Elder Peak. Otherwise, what are we going to use to work with?" And she's like, "Well, if I don't take all these doilies and whatnot, then what are we going to use to set things on? It's likely dirty. It's a cave." And he's like, "Damn it, we don't have room for all those towels and doilies and all this other shite." And she's like, "Well, then we don't have room for all your hammers and all your knives and all your other things." And they're just going back and forth like that.
I listen for some. No, I go. I knock on the door.
Fade to black.
Yeah.
Okay, so you knock on the door.
It's Spire.
His voice trails off, but she's still talking about her fucking doilies. He comes to the door, opens the door, and kind of looks up at you. "Oh, now if you aren't a sight for sore eyes."
Yeah.
Honey, I've got important business. We're talking about evacuation of the. Alright, let's
Before you
walk
go
over
visit,
there.
I take the bag of holding and I throw it to her.
Mhm.
You can put all your doilies in there. It's magic.
She catches it. She's like, "Oh, I know what these are.
No, okay.
You betcha. I can fit a lot of doilies in here." And she's just steadily just stuffing stuff in this bag. Like everything was neatly folded, and now that she's seeing it, she's just like cramming it in there. She looks over at Bergeron, and she's like, and she's stuffing shit in his bag.
Burning joy wherever I go.
So Bergeron's like, he pulls the door shut, and he's like, "All right, well now you've done your good deed. Let's go over here and have a chat, huh?"
Mm-hmm.
So he takes you over to the fountain area.
I'll get out my flask of endless whiskey and down some and offer him some.
"I would certainly take up on that." And he's just holding this thing up, and you hear these bubbles for a good minute. And you're like, this guy's gotta breathe eventually. And he's just one big, and you know that gulp hurt. Hands it back to you, he's like, "Oh, well that's smooth."
Yeah.
So
That's very nice.
we've been contacted by my new stepdad, who told us that you guys needed help being transported to the Elder Peak. So we're here to make sure everyone gets there safe, and I guess to meet him when we get there.
So we were wondering if maybe, perhaps, if we asked you real nicely, if you lot could help us get there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's about a 10-day trek through the forest and whatnot. And, you know, we could probably survive a day or two on our own, but 10 days.
No, you don't even have to ask. We'll do it.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
And we'll certainly make it worth your while whenever we get to the old peak.
We're super rich. We don't need any more money.
We'll take whatever gratitude you offer and
You
compensation.
should thank Phineas that you were not hearing yet.
So-
Saying that.
I mean, just having a town that doesn't want us killed is worth its weight in gold.
I've got to say, you might be surprised by some of the stuff we see there. He looks over at Dust. Oh no, Dust's up top, never mind. So he's like, you might be surprised by some of the stuff we see there. Because a fella contacted Miles. I guess Miles is aware of the guy. He's an elf on some sort of council somewhere or whatnot. And he floats around in a chair. And if he says that there's some spectacular and valuable things there, and the man floats around in a chair, I can imagine what people that don't float about in a chair might think.
Yeah.
So you might be surprised, and it'll certainly be something in it for you.
Sounds good. I think that guy that floats around in the chair might be my stepdad.
Yes, I am.
Oh my god, he's talking to me again. Roger, do you think
So-
you still need that ring?
So Bergeron, he's holding his hammer, and the head kind of glows a little bit, and he looks up. And he's like, "Hi!" He's watching you.
That's my boy.
He's watching me. I just
You're doing a good job, son.
Just constantly scrying on
I
him.
like how he just walked right into son. He wasn't even like unsure about it. He wasn't like, "You're doing a great job, son." And then just waiting for him to respond.
Straight into
He
it.
was like,
You can respond to this message.
"Oh, you're
You could respond. I love you too, Dad.
yeah, say it back."
I just responded. I responded.
Please accept me.
It's all right. I understand.
We're
Our whole
heading
work
to
on it.
Elder Peak soon,
26 for self.
Dad.
So as you guys are having this conversation, you see this group of elves walk up this road here. There's 6 of them. You recognize the front guy as the captain, or as the like lieutenant that you guys had talked to before. That
The scouts that have
mentioned.
been in town.
Are they all elves?
Yeah, there's 6 of them. There was 10 before. There's 6 of them now, and they're walking into town from the southern road.
Oh, I'm gonna go intercept.
Yeah, can I intercept
Okay.
too?
Hey guys,
Hello.
just wanted to warn you. There's a group of human soldiers in there. They're looking for a fight, so you may not want to go in there.
Especially with the elves.
Propaganda.
You said Naglian soldiers?
Yeah, the same number as you actually.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
For them.
We were hoping to come and have a drink.
Oh, you can.
They don't allow alcohol in the Fahalian camp.
Drink with us.
He takes
It's
it.
elven whiskey.
Phineas, offer them some of those water.
It's quite good. And he passes around to the other guys, and they all drink it, and it comes back to him, and he kind of the top off for you. And he, well, I have in mind.
You know, it sounds.
We got some time before the people move out. We
There you
can
go.
get. I have some fresh food that we bought.
Where are you moving the people to? If you don't mind me asking.
We're kind of getting them out of the way of the war, so don't want to tell either side.
Oh, that is okay. I was just curious.
Yeah, but I really hope you guys love this war. I like you guys.
Hey,
We're
I like you guys too.
I'm gonna try and stop the war, but I'm really bad at everything I do, so I don't think it's gonna work.
Pyre, I need a history check and a survival check.
Oh my god.
Tough Calendar. The blush you can
History was a nat 20, which is weird because we don't have any. For 23.
Okay. And then survival. And you're in the wilderness.
Oh, good.
Like the wilderness is all around you. And the place you're thinking of is in the wilderness.
20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
I got natural 20s and dirty 20s.
So, with the information you were given from Grelitrax on the location of the Drow outpost,
Right.
and your somewhat half-assed knowledge of Elder Peak because of it being a famous place for adventurers to go
And die.
and die. Yes. They're pretty close together.
Oh, really?
They're about a day and a half apart.
Don't tell Dust that.
Nice.
Don't tell Dust that.
Yeah, be at war with the Drow.
Dust will be fucking hunting some grass.
So they are. So the prince is about a day and a half
Okay.
away from Elder Peak. Probably about 2 days to the mountains, but you know.
Yeah, might be able to bring them out.
So the lieutenant, the elven lieutenant, says, "Well, you know, if those humans are bothering you, we could do something about that."
No, I don't want to cause any more conflict.
Oh, no, it will be hilarious. You'll enjoy it if you just step out of the way.
Not in the town.
Sure.
Okay, it'll be fun. And he looks back at the guys and kind of. So he goes over and he grabs Granny Matilda's arm. And as he's walking you over to the door, he's like, "I need you to scream that there was an elf attack in the most feeble and scary way you can."
Oh my
And he
god!
holds you out in front of the door.
elves are attacking him!
And then he shakes you a little bit. And then he pulls you back and he looks in the door and he's like, "If only there was some soldiers to save here!" And he throws you back in front of the door again.
Oh my god, help! They're taking me for my virtue!
Then he kind of puts you up against, he kind of like lets you go up against the wall,
We're going to kill
gets,
them all.
starts heading towards the rest of his group, and these guys start running out,
I will
I'm gonna
drink
leap off the
blood.
roof and just kind of like,
land on them.
yeah, like wrestling.
I won't even make you roll for that. You're a big metal dude. Actually, roll just a general dexterity check. Make sure you don't belly flop right on the ground like crowd surfing at an unpopular concert.
Just a check.
Where was it? Yeah.
13.
13? Yeah, you managed to like, you take down 2 or 3 of them, and the elves are over here, and they're all kind of like holding these polished stones with these little slings, and they, and you're as they're nailing these helmets,
Nice.
and then they just kind of take off. And
Plants are now combusted.
they kind of like sneak off around the corner of the tavern and disappear into the night as the humans start like dragging themselves up, readying weapons and stuff, and they go taking off after them. Pyre would feel pretty confident that some elven scouts trying to sneak away from somebody is going to get away from a bunch of half knocked out drunk humans.
Chase anyone ever.
But that's where we're going to pick up next week.